Breaking news from Santa Barbara County, where two people have been hurt in an explosion at the Santa Maria courthouse. The injuries are described as non-life-threatening. Officials say the blast occurred at 8:45 this morning, and a man has been detained at the scene. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office says the explosion was from a, quote, intentionally set improvised explosive device. The scene is currently still active, and people are being urged to avoid the area. Governor Gavin Newsom's office is actively monitoring the situation, and they say they are coordinating with local law enforcement. Thanks for joining us here on the KTLA 5 News at Noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. A scary ordeal overnight. A Metro bus is hijacked with passengers on board after a deadly shooting. Now, the bus driver is being praised for staying calm while being held at gunpoint.
Police pursued the bus for about an hour before it came to a stop, and the suspect was taken into custody. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister live now in downtown L.A. with the latest details. Lauren?
Glenn, a new reaction at this hour from LA's mayor. This is where it all came to an end, right? This area of 6th and Alameda. The scene is now clear. There just happens to be a Metro bus yard right in this same area. Now, with this pursuit that went from South LA to downtown LA, tragically, one person was killed. But that bus driver today, he is being hailed as a hero. Terrifying and tragic moments on this Metro bus when police say a man hijacks the bus with passengers on board, shooting one of them and holding the driver at gunpoint. Seen here, leading police on a 1-hour pursuit through downtown LA. Police say they responded after the driver activated a panic button around 12:45 a.m. near South Figueroa and Manchester Avenue. That displayed Call 911 on the outside of the bus. Calls started coming in, but when officers found the bus at West 117th and Figueroa, it started moving, prompting a pursuit. At one point in the ordeal, you can see the driver staying steady behind the wheel. What appears to be a passenger hunched over in a seat. Officers going on to deploy spike strips. The bus seen driving on a flat tire, eventually coming to a stop at East 6th and South Alameda. SWAT officers moving in. SWAT deploying flashbangs. The driver escaping out of a window, running to safety. Officers rescuing another passenger who wasn't hurt and taking the suspect into custody.
I just can't understate the heroics of the bus operator. He was clearly under duress. For over an hour, safely operated a bus.
Another passenger on the bus who had been shot multiple times was taken to a local hospital and pronounced dead. And LA Mayor Karen Bass putting out a statement right here saying, in part, my thoughts are with the loved ones of the individual who's tragically killed early this morning. Every Angelino has the right to go about their lives safely, especially on our public transportation systems. And I will be urgently working with the members of the Metro Board as well as our Chair and Metro CEO to enhance the safety strategies we implemented earlier this year. What happened this morning was completely unacceptable and has no place in Los Angeles. Back out here live, we have yet to learn from authorities the identities of either the suspect or the victim who was killed. Investigators did say they believe that victim was shot prior to the pursuit. I just spoke with the Metro Board Chair, Janice Hahn, as well. We'll have that for you coming up at 1 o'clock. For now, that's the latest live here in downtown LA. I'm Lauren Lister. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Well, two students have filed a lawsuit against the Norwalk La Mirada Unified School District for what they say was a failure to protect them against sexual assaults by their former teacher.
And that teacher is now serving 30 years to life for similar crimes. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang is live in South Pasadena, where a news conference was just held detailing that lawsuit. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, as you mentioned, that teacher is now behind bars, convicted on charges related to 2 victims. But attorneys said today there are other victims and possibly even more who haven't come forward yet. Take a look at his photo. This is that teacher, Scott Wallen, and the photo is from a Sheriff's Department bulletin released in 2022 when the LASD Special Victims Bureau investigated allegations of sexual abuse involving a 12-year-old at Los Alisos Middle School in Norwalk. Now, during that investigation, authorities identified a second girl who said she was also abused by the same teacher around 2016. That teacher, Scott Wong, then 60 years old, was arrested and charged in 2022 with 1 felony count of lewd acts with a child under 14 and 1 felony count of forcible lewd act upon a child under 14. Today, the Korea law firm announced that the family of one of those girls and the family of another former student whose case he was not criminally convicted of filed a lawsuit Monday against Norwalk La Mirada Unified School District. Attorneys said they were 11 years old when they were sexually abused. One of Wong's victims, who is now 19, spoke today anonymously.